For Spirit, maybe. The Jakiro or the AA. Yeah. For Thunder Awaken, we've got what? The Clockwork is left if they want to go for that route.
Nyx Assassin.
Nyx Assassin as well.
Those two big options that are dynamic in role attribution, depending on where you want to put them.
They seem to come into their games with like a plan, though. At least from what I've seen in their drafts recently, it's like completely different openers. You look at Thunder Awakening's like opener before, and they did Sand King Legion Commander. The game before that, Clockwork Silencer. The one before that, Warlock Nyx Assassin. So they definitely have variety in their drafts in that manner, but the mid lane is the one that is a bit limited.
Oh, they're taking their time on this one. Which pre-made strat do we want to go for? Do we want to switch things up a little bit here? Shadow Shaman's a hero that we've not seen too much this tournament either, and they start with a Dazzle?
Yeah, they've always got like some kind of game plan coming
Give me Husker. Give me the Dazzle Husker.
Not in the first two.
Not in the first two, no. You want to be able to ban the AA later on.
Dazzle Nyx is decent, but then you're not fully revealing your hand. Nyx can go in 2 different lanes, so. I wonder the mentality behind the Dazzle. Maybe they do want the Drow Ranger, and they're setting up really early for it.
Oh, yeah.
Go for some type of push strategy.
Maybe consider something like the CK or the Void coming out from themselves. Remove that from the hands of Team Spirit, then you don't have to go for the bans on them. But it's the Legion for Smash again.
So they grabbed the Legion right away. Wow, okay. So I guess the one thing is the Legion can go in 2 lanes. You can go mid. You won't, but it's a slight possibility. This is like 90% chance on Smash though. But
in the previous game, they ran like the safe lane, kind of off lane 1v1 Legion, then they did the aggro duo or aggro tri lane. There's the AA you mentioned.
Of course, I mean in this one, of course. Yeah. They're versus Dazzle and Legion Commander. It's like pretty ideal for an AA to actually play versus both these, canceling out the healing from the press the attack and the moment of Courage is it called? Yeah, Moment of Courage and the Dazzle spell, of course. So nice, strong opener for Spirit, and still open-ended because earlier they ran the Night Stalker in the offlane. They had Phobos playing it, so we still don't know exactly what the lanes are going to be. And they've got, playing Night Stalker versus Dazzle. I was a bit intrigued that they actually picked the Dazzle into Night Stalker, because Night Stalker in theory is pretty damn good versus Dazzle. You fly, you get vision in the back lines, you get the silence on him, and your job is pretty much done in that fight, in that engagement already. And
when you get that extra, 100 cast range, you're basically able to find the Dazzle, fly over some trees, and goodbye grave.
Yeah, and they've got already 2 now they have 2 vision kind of heroes, right? The AA Ice Vortexes and the Night Stalker moving around looking for that backline. So Dazzle could definitely suffer in this one. So they take out the Troll and they still take out the Void. So that Void is just looking pretty intimidated, even though they don't have the Jakiro, they have the AA. Still synergized as well.
Yeah, Chrono into Ice Blast. You never want to get that landing on your head. Spirit, is it TA ban time? Something that we have praised from Greedy over the past few games. Yeah. What else has he been playing? He's played a bit of Quab, a bit of Ember here and there, but it really has been a lot of Templar Assassin.
His Ember was super impressive. He was playing versus Midas Club, which is probably one of the weaker teams that was here, and they kind of just like steamrolled it, but his movement and his decision making was...
Was that the Solar Crest game?
Super good. Yeah, that was when he got like the 10-minute bots, and he got the Ultra Kill, yeah. And he played that one super well, but his teammates let him... His teammates pressured so hard that he had like a lot of freedom to just run around and get kills everywhere.
So what kind of heroes are good against Night Stalker and AA? Because I feel like these 2 heroes need a little bit of ramp time. Sure, they could do okay at level 1, but it's kind of level 2 to 6 that maybe they struggle a little bit. Do you want to?
Well, they don't have stuns. I mean, I think banning the Drow is smart. Drow Ranger can be one of those heroes that punishes the Night Stalker and AA pretty hard. But yeah, there's no like direct lockdown. And if these are the 2 supports, you can go for something along the lines of maybe like they could consider Storm, not now, but later on. It can be a hero that pierces into the back lines versus an AA. You really mess up the whole concept of the hero.
Well, I'm taking that time thinking about it. Andrea would have been an annoying bit of pressure that comes online very early on. Dazzle with Legion, they've got the kind of dual and grave, not the best synergy, because after the grave you're likely dead anyway, but it kind of secures you a bit of extra time and extra duration on that lockdown and stun.
You can get a guaranteed win duel because of grave a lot of the time. Yeah. So, and weave works really well with that one. But do they want to pick things that synergize well with the weave now, with that Drow Ranger now banned out? Drow and Terribly both.
This crowd has been pretty good.
There's a good amount of them right now, dude.
Yeah, they're all behind us.
Yeah.
Peruvian flags are waving.
I mean, this is probably their most popular team, as we mentioned. You know, Smash, Van. These guys have been around for quite a while, so they've got a good following here. Thunder is taking quite a good amount of time here.
And Infamous got knocked out in the lower bracket immediately.
So they do go back for the clockwork anyway.
The roaming clock.
Yeah, so that'll be Z-Talk playing that one and Mystico playing the Dazzle more than likely. Clock is very good versus the AA. Same kind of thing. You actually get the vision. You're able to get into that back line as well.
How does
Night Stalker is, it's, you know, Night Stalker nighttime, you fly away from the cog, so.
Do you still get pushed back if you fly over them, or do you have, okay. So you don't have that kind of Spirit Breaker, free pathing kind of stuff where unfortunately cogs don't affect you, okay. It's time for Team Spirit. With the AA, we've seen a fair amount of Chaos Knight.
That's a possibility.
Some illusion clear through overwhelming odds, but it's not an amazing way to deal with those Phantasm illusions, especially when with Armlet you're able to just run into your opponents at a really fast pace. I
could definitely expect CK coming out here or then the 4th pick. I think the 4th pick may be more suited, just so they get a little bit more information, but I mean, CK's looking great. They go ahead and they take the Shadow. That could have been maybe like a bit of a deny pick even.
Make sure they don't get the Cog Souls combo.
Yeah, I think maybe they're like kind of taking it away from Thunder too.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
That's an early Shadow Fiend pick. And into a Clockwork. That's usually pretty scary. Like Clock is one of the heroes that you look at and is very good versus Shadow Fiend, because if you don't have BKB, you get gone on and you're just like trapped in those cogs. You need somebody to like, force-step you out. So we could see Iceberg go for early pike.
Yeah. Kind of forces your hand a little bit there, but if you're denying away the SF, more minus armor, lots of nuke damage to lay into the Legion duel, and can do a lot of work.
Oh, they can also do this could be like an F, this could work really well with FNG. It could be like the AA, just give the buff to the Shadow Fiend at the start, sit mid.
Right? I've seen that in a while.
Let the soul stack up. Yeah, we used to see people do it quite a bit when AA was more popular. Now AA is starting to come back. So they go for the Quap for the mid lane for Greedy. And that was one of the things we were kind of like slightly mentioned, you know, the Storm or the Quap or something like that, one of these like elusive heroes versus the AA Night Stalker. However, Team Spirit still has the chance to, they can still pick another support. They can still change it up and put that Night Stalker offlane if they want to get another lockdown, or they can pick a lockdown for their offlaner.
Yeah, especially now you've seen one of the cores is not, you know, a Hex or an Orchid builder or anything like that. Will not really buy into natural lockdown, the SF. And Nyx Assassin comes out, so still unsure where the Nyx and Night Stalker are going to be heading. But
yeah, they could be in either. They can definitely be in either situation. As soon as they see the Quap, the Nyx like stands out.
So one-role heroes for both teams remaining. Chaos Knight, I think, is probably going to get banned out here.
I think Thunder should definitely ban the CK. Yeah. I think CK fits really well into what Spirit has right now. It gives them a little bit more lockdown, a little more catch, and it gives them the reality rift versus the Cogs. It's just super good. Take out the Sven. So, okay.
Sven AA, I guess it gives you a very similar thing. He gets online quickly through farming, and contesting stacks here doesn't look particularly easy. Queen of Pain doesn't really want to leave the lane to get that stuff done.
I'm trying to think what maybe they could be thinking if they, what are they wanting if they did ban that Sven? Because they banned out Sven and Troll.
Both heroes that like to get up on your face and do a lot of nasty stuff.
Maybe a life stealer?
Something that's very susceptible to physical damage. I don't know. I guess Lifestealer with the they've got combos, right? They've got Legion Blink,
Thunder,
they've got Hookshot, they've got Queen of Pain to jump in.
Not crazy. It's good versus the AA. It's really good versus AA Shadow Fiend and Nyx Assassin because you get on his face with your vehicle. And Rage is super good versus all three of those heroes. But then,
if you get silenced, if you get hit by the Night Stalker, crippling fear.
Yeah, you at least have press the attack that can remove it. That's the nice thing too. They do have the last pick, so they can decide. So we'll see what. I think they'll just probably do some like responsive pick depending on how Spirit picks. But I think Spirit will probably go to CK. But then that gives Thunder a chance to kind of counter it in a way. We will find out.
So I'm wondering about Thunder if they're thinking about an Ursa Warrior here. Does pretty decently against these guys. Able to jump in onto the AA and SF. Same kind of story as the Clockwork. You blink into the Cogs as the Ursa. But if the CK does come out from Spirit, I feel like Ursa Warrior really fits the bill too well.
Yeah. Their late game looks so scary for Spirit if they do get that CK.
what are the other options?
Oh, we don't get that screen on our thing. So right now on the previous game, we actually have the 5 cameras of all the players, and we have the whole draft open as well. That's production value right there. That actually looks pretty sick.
Is it on Twitch? Yeah, Twitch.
Oh, they do have it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Production value.
I think it just came up. Yeah, they're all seeing it. Oh, they're all just, the chat's just Greg asked me because it was a girl on. So they do take the CK, yeah. As expected. CKAA. This late game from Team Spirit is terrifying.
It's spooky.
Like CK Shadow Fiend, these guys scale super hard into later stages of the game. I do think Thunder is going to have some damage issues.
Ember Spirit for the safe lane. Well, that'll give them some AoE damage up against the CK. Some great catch to follow in with Quap and Clockwork. Like, their reach in teamfight is huge. If they're able to isolate or find a solo target, they've got the catch and kill potential pretty nicely there.
So we were talking about those like elusive heroes in the 4th and 5th picks for Thunder, but Team Spirit kind of fixed that problem when they pick up the Nyx and the CK. They have a good amount. Those two heroes bring a lot of lockdown. The Nyx Assassin alone versus Quap and Ember Spirit, you can either Carapace when you think the Queen of Pain is going to scream on like a wave. Same kind of concept with the Ember. If he's fire shielded, you can Carapace and set up stuns and set up very easily on him.
Tower defense is pretty hard here though. It feels like Thunder needs to be trading a lot of the time. Like if CK, SF start running at your buildings, defending it, you need to be in position, ready to go, or you just leave your towers to die.
Yeah. Both teams actually have some pretty outpush and depush. It's just Legion Commander for like total of both teams. Shadow Fiend is, of course he has shadow raises, but that's not his job. Yeah, that's like it's not his job to really walk up and go for raising to clear when people are pushing. Okay. I'm liking Spirit's draft a lot here. I'm not really the biggest fan of Ember Spirit and Queen of Pain. I think both heroes are fine, but both together, I think you hit a point where you're just like starting to get weaker. These heroes have got a nerf for a reason in like the recent few patches because they were too strong. And
enemy BKBs come out, all of a sudden your damage is like down the drain.
Their damage is actually very lackluster on Thunder. I think if this Clockwork doesn't actually have like a killer game, they are going to struggle. The Clockwork and the Legion Commander, because they don't really have a clear initiation until they get those like blinks or the level 6 Clockwork. While Team Spirit have Nyx Assassin, who can run around in the backs once he gets 6.
So it will be the DK Phobos offlane, Night Stalker and FNG.
So doing that one again.
On the Nyx Assassin, if I saw that correctly.
Yep, you did.
So that leaves what's the Van score on the AA? And they're going for this aggressive smoke play. Is that Mercy from Greedy? I'm not sure about that, but oh, hello. Clock spots the smoke. And there's nothing to close that distance to catch him.
That was weird, too. Team Spirit like made the line like they wanted to go up and around, right? Oh, they actually are they going to catch Z-Talk anyway here? Almost able to bring him down to 20% HP. They have to expend a couple resources. They used a bit of mana on Spirit, but now they're trying to contest the runes. However, now Van, of course, he sees them all there. He's going to start walking toward the enemy rune as well. But flames are just going to start.
Yeah, everyone's going back to their safe rune spots, it looks like. Early wards, though, down from Team Spirit. They were allowed to get an Opt and a Sentry both placed over on this Radiant Cliff, watching over the rune spot.
Yeah, I'm actually glad you touched on the wards. I wasn't even thinking about it, but before the game even started, I was going to talk about how actually amazing FNG's been with his warding this entire time that he's been here. He's always getting like the very deep wards early on and just getting so much information for his team.
One deny for the Queen of Pain. Already off to an amazing start. Kills off a cog. But this block looks pretty spectacular. It's going to meet on the high ground here. A little bit down the stairs, but this allows the Clockwork to play forward.
Well, I'm glad that the thing that we touched on during the draft and during the pre-draft, that dual lane mid, that 2v2 mid, they have to start with that Clockwork in the mid lane.
Well, FNG, he gets the 2-man stun in this 2v2, but he's burned through a lot of his HP thanks to the Shadow Strike.
Oh, he's going to deny him for the full souls.
Are you kidding me?
He actually denies him for full souls. Wait. He didn't get
any souls. Did he not level up Necromastery or something? Can we rewind? Question mark?
What? I'm going to look back on the screen. What the heck?
I mean, at the very least, you're meant to get one soul at the very
gets 12. You're supposed to get 12 souls.
You're supposed to get 12 souls from killing a hero.
What? Did he not have it skilled? Was it bugged?
I mean, he's only got 5 souls now, and he's on.
I'm waiting for someone in the chat to like let us know because he had Necro skill, didn't he?
I didn't click on the SF. I didn't see. I just assumed he did.
I'm pretty sure I clicked on him and he had Necro Mastery.
That is absolutely bizarre.
Okay, well, that would have been a sick move. That would have like won Iceberg the mid lane. But okay, well, FNG dies for no reason, and at least 2 viewers get a prize for witnessing an allied hero denial. That's what we can get.
Well, interesting stuff. Bottom lane, TK Phobos off to a decent start. Gets himself poisoned back by the Dazzle though. Van, double range creeps are pushing this wave forward. To get some denies in, or maybe a pull across by the Dazzle. Clockwork's making the rotation across as well. 2 minutes in, but Van score.
Top lane.
Gets the kill on Smash. Legion Commander paying with her life.
Pretty scary lane. I mean, CKA has always been one of those devastating lanes to go up against.
Clockwork's going to steal the bounty rune though.
I'm still trying to figure out what happened. Did it get hotfix? Maybe it got hotfix and we just don't know. Or maybe Nyx doesn't have a soul. I can't. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
Mid lane. Greedy's out of mana.
Oh, the body blocks.
The triple raise.
Great plays from Spirit once again.
Got the mana burn on him. Stun into triple raise that arcane rune.
And bottom lane, they do get something for their troubles. Night Stalker will fall thanks to the rotation of this Clockwork. Van helps out a little bit as well. After Clockwork got that bounce rune, made the nice little rotation across. The off laner's not faring particularly well. For that middle lane now, 22-9 on Iceberg's Shadow Fiend. He's cruising away to victory.
He's got the max souls now anyway, right? So.
Earlier endeavors are irrelevant at this point.
I guess so, right? 12-3 on the Quap, 23-9 on Shadow Fiend.
Getting doubled up on.
Legion Commander is suffering heavily up here. Ooh. Almost level 3 though.
If that stun had landed from FNG, that was another dead Quap. Barely off the mark.
Greedy's gonna definitely start suffering here. Almost has the secondary no finished up, but Shadow Fiend feeling very confident so far. Yeah,
that's no bottle on Queen of Pain. It has to bring out clarity. And Iceberg had the bottle, had FNG TP mid, refill it, and the boots at the ready also. Throwing out raises as often as he possibly can to keep the Queen of Pain away from the creep wave. And look at that, there's a regen rune spawned at top for the Shadow Fiend.
How lovely. What's FNG been up to? Has he just been stacking?
Yeah, he's just been wandering around near this mid lane.
Yeah, he's just wandering around mid, stacking a little bit too. So FNG is just Iceberg's best friend. Does seem like that. That's the kind of player that you want to have when you're a mid laner. Just this guy just babying you,
holding your hand.
Look at that
every step of the way.
Is that a damn that mana burn actually does a lot more than I thought it would. 155 already on Greedy.
Oh. Iceberg considered the final raise, but this wraparound coming in from Clockwork. Dazzle just behind him as well. Observe ward gets placed down.
This nighttime rotation has been happening actually in so many of these games now. It's like 4-minute mark and these teams go for smokes. Iceberg actually might get caught by it here. He looks like he's super dead.
FNG was up on the high ground and I thought maybe for a second he'd pop the smoke, but it was all so perfectly timed.
Before the game started, I was going to actually mention how FNG's been doing 4-minute smokes and putting down wards in all of their games so far. This time, I don't know if he smoked there, but he was walking to put down the ward, and yeah, they get caught, unfortunately, though. Wrap around from behind by Phobos. Stun off the mark, but Greedy is completely out of mana. It looks like they're just going to chase him with right clicks, and Smash dies top in the meantime.
Yeah, this will be what, one raise? No, Iceberg's being zoned out. Just have to be the punches from TK Phobos, and that will secure it, but nice Clockwork's put himself in a spot of bother. The stun not long enough from FNG. 3-hero rotation into mid, does get the Queen of Pain again. Smash, you said, dies on top. There's Chaos Knight having a wondrous time. Not just free farming, but also getting some kills to his name, while Legion Commander is, what, 8-0. Barely scraping by.
Oh, and the value shrine. 4-man shrine usage.
Oh, yeah.
For Spirit. And
that's the stuff.
Farm some stacks for Iceberg, give the mid lane to the Nyx Assassin. AA can mooch some experience from that one, so that's fine. AA takes a little bit of that, like a triple stack experience to get closer to 6. That's going to be a very early 6 on this Ancient Apparition, which will help a lot to get those pickoffs when the Dazzle does throw the Grave.
Yeah, already level 4.5. So often we see these AAs, you know, 12, 13 minutes in, barely scraping away with level 6.
Yeah, got 2 kills to his name. Greedy.
Good time.
Trying to get aggressive here on Iceberg. The ulti comes out. Iceberg's going to go down.
They turn back, but the stun misses. The final scratch there from FNG, but in jumps Van with the Searing Chains. They've caught the Ember. Caught the Nyx with the Ember, but Van has nothing left to give. Now he's got no mana left. FNG's baiting in the Clockwork, wrapped him around from behind the tier 1. That will secure the kill. Allowing Van to escape, kill off another cog. TK Phobos in trouble, pushed back as well, but there's no further damage. Scrappy fights. Good rotation.
Getting sent for Night Stalker, but nah, it's level 1. It's too weak as well. That's a big kill there for the Queen of Pain. Even though she pays with the life, she's quite behind, so she had to go for some kind of committal.
Oh, top lane smash, stunned up after the reality rift, and FNG, this is the easiest setup of his life. Dazzle does have the Grave behind, and now Smash can make a little bit of distance between himself and the opponents, but a reality rift again, another hit will secure the kill. There's Dazzle, are you going to jump on? 1 second stun, won't cut it. Maybe a bit longer and FNG would have gone for the dive. But Ember Spirit, you know, rotating off that lane, sure enough, you look for kills, you get some experience and gold. Queen of Pain will now take the safe lane, get some farm for herself down there.
You need some good battling nice and early. Nice little rotations coming out from both teams.
Some good rocket flares scouting out the Chaos Knight as it makes us wander back to the fountain through the jungle.
Ztok's been super active on this Clockwork too. 2-0-1, almost level 6 now that he's been giving the mid lane for quite a while to farm up. So it's going to be that early level 6 on the Clockwork, which is what we were talking about, what they kind of need in this game to set up those kills to get in the backlines onto the Shadow Fiend. And he's going to be quite farmed too. He's going to have a full urn with level 6 in a moment, so that'll be very nice if they can actually find the opportunities. Smash able to steal, I think, 2 big creeps from that hard camp with his nuke. Oh, not too bad.
Gets himself face boots. Perfectly reasonable. As Clockwork, are we there yet? Very nearly. This creep wave will get him the level 6. And that's when this, you know, reach, the kind of extended initiation range comes in, with both Ember, Clockwork, Queen of Pain being able to jump into targets that are absolutely miles away and who may feel they're safe in behind their towers or where they've got ward vision. Is Ember ready to fight though? He's got a haste rune bottled.
Both teams are being super efficient. This is probably where they're going to make a play though. Ztok is 6, so they'll probably, I think this time they'll try to go for the Chaos Knight. Mid lane is a decent kill, but they want to kill the free farmer.
And maybe the AA is collateral.
What does CK have?
We've been seeing a fair amount of Midas from BZZ.
Yeah.
This time around, what's he got queued up? It is the Hand of Midas. It looks like he wants that after Treads. Actually, no, he's going straight into it. He's just got the Treads queued up still, but saving money for the recipe of Midas.
Smoke breaks on the Clockwork. They catch vision of him as well. He's looking for Van score.
There's Cold Feet into reality rift, perfectly placed. The Remnant forward with Van getting the chains down, but it's not enough. The 2-man stun. FNG carapaces through. Smash. He's coming forward with the overwhelming odds ready to go. The damage looks good though from Van, and he gets the kill. The haste rune allows him to chase in even further. 2-man chains, dodges the creep wave, and FNG, what do you do here? Line up a stun, but it misses. Sonic wave across the 2 of them, and the duel comes in from Smash. They'll look for the Night Stalker, and they'll find it. Greedy with a double kill, killing the CK, Nyx, and Night Stalker. That rotation could not have been any better.
Perfect timing to go. As soon as they got the 6 on the Clockwork, they have a haste rune as well on that Ember Spirit. And I do believe that Iceberg actually ported bottom, so he was not able to join the fray since he's the strongest hero on their team right now, and he just chose bottom. That's as soon as Thunder sees that, they're like, all right, we've got free reign in this to dive as much as possible to get all these kills. So good rotations and good cleanup there. Clockwork now 2,500 net worth. He's almost got the same net worth as the free farming CK.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, and you know, we were talking about this, the CK being pretty high on the last hits, but his net worth isn't boasting too much right now since he didn't get any of the kills in the lane, and he was still like pressured a bit. He's not full free farm. Van gets demolished by, was that just the 2 supports? I think just the 2 supports there actually just blew him up by themselves. He walks in, just gets Carapace stunned into an AA blast under an Icy Vortex, so ouch.
Oh, that's FNG Nyx able to set up. All sorts of kills from across the map. Radiant Observer will though sees Van Score and DK Phobos coming in, so Smash.
Trying to go and Smash here.
Could just sprint away. The darkness gets popped, and it's a huge indicator that something's coming. Something wasn't too nice.
So like we said, Iceberg, he's going to be going that first item 4 staff to deal with the clockwork. Helps a lot versus all these melee heroes. Clock versus Legion, versus Ember, it's decent to help your teammates.
What's this Dazzle up to? Not looking too good on the old net worth. Sub 1,000, no boots just yet.
That's Mystico things.
Yeah.
He actually doesn't have boots.
He doesn't have. He's bought a raindrop.
Got no boots.
Greedy. Does blink away. There's Iceberg SF aiming towards the Shadow Blade.
He switched it up. Okay. So he switched from the 4-staff rush to the Shadow Blade this game.
What do you feel about that? I guess it's clockwork. Is that going to be reasonable for the SF?
I think he's probably thinking he doesn't want the 4-staff as the first item. Having Shadow Blade, you actually can get like lots of kills around the map. You can split push a lot easier too.
Oh, Z-Talk. FNG sees you, and he has got you in his grasp. Chaos Knight and SF join the fray. That is an easy takedown.
That's right after the Midas was picked up on CK too. Well, a bit after, 100 seconds or so.
So after Midas, normal stuff, armlet into heart kind of thing.
Yep, Treads armlet. Treads armlet sounds great.
Smash should be okay there. Gets rid of the Void Slow with that. So press the attack. Van and Greedy both sat mid looking to farm the same creep wave. Not something you see too often from Queen.
Yeah,
Queen of Pain and Ember Spirit.
They're trying to pressure the lane as best as possible. Nice D ward coming up from Mystico.
FNG wanted to deny it so badly. Yeah. Skipping forward.
We should have good, decent ward battles in this game. I was talking about like FNG is very good at placing the ward vision. Mystico is actually very good at reading where those wards are usually placed.
That's the Iceberg. Shadow Fiend, Shadow Blade.
Got finished up already, okay.
So the kind of kills you're looking for, obviously the Queen of Pain would be a great one, but he's jumped on immediately. The hook shot into Cogs. The Ice Blast will land on 2, but SF is trapped inside that cage and blown the hell up. Queen of Pain has a blink in a second. Does the stun come through? It does. Van Score gets the final blow, but it was the Void from DK Phobos that slowed the retreat. Oh, they've got nothing to stop the TP. Well, that Dazzle to retreat. 2 for 1. That additional kill on the clockwork making it worth the while for Team Spirit, but SF does lose a lot of his souls.
And he's worth a hefty bounty since he's the top net worth hero. It's pretty close. That one is
slightly. I guess it's pretty 50-50 because you lose the souls, that's the Shadow Blade picked up so you don't get to play aggressively, Shadow Blade is revealed. So I guess there are a lot of factors there that Team Spirit would rather that not have happened.
Yeah. It's a good thing that this Dazzle, Mystico, does not have boots, because if he had boots, he probably wouldn't have those sentry wards for that engagement, and that would have been an absolute disaster. They have sentry wards all around the mid lane, and that Ops ward that they place deep to watch the Shadow Fiends farm there is exactly what gets them that kill. Bottom lane, Z-Talk. Yeah, the crowd is trying to tell you.
I mean, no matter how much they tell you, you're just going to hide in the trees, that Night Stalker will find you with his Hunter in the Night. They do get the trade-off, though.
They want to defend. Iceberg's already drawing the line, telling his teammates to set up. Does he have a TP? He does not actually have a TP right now on the Shadow Fiend, so he's going to go pick one up quick if they do want to try to defend that. CK's going to start coming in. It does scare them off a bit. They did see FNG walk through that sentry ward.
Yeah, he knows the sentry's there, though. He pings it out now, saying, they de-warded me about a minute and a half ago. They know what's up. They do back away. They keep the tier 1 alive mid on about a third of its HP, though. So there was no actual trade in objectives or gold there for Thunder Awaken.
Good aggressive deep ward placed out by Van Score, and he's going to find a fresh Obs ward. So they get that bottom tier 1, and then they claim themselves some authority into the enemy jungle.
Is that sentry out of range? The enemy sentry looked like it was just out of range of their own one. So they didn't go to hit it, even with the Vortex up on the high ground.
It looks like it's literally just on the edge of it, so no,
one pixel. Yeah. 1 pixel out. Oh, they got the Obs ward. That's the one that matters. And now they're setting up one mid lane again. FNG from the high ground at the shrine, maybe looking to come in, but he's jumped on. 2-man Carapace into stun. Where's the Ice Blast? Where's the follow through? They don't want to fight. They're disjointed this push. taking a couple of cooldowns.
Smash.
BZZ, they blow up, smash. Sonic Wave and hookshot land in onto CK though, and he's taken out of the fight. But look to the secondary, DK Phobos. Burnt down by Van, as well as Z-Top. Iceberg tries his best, but even with that Requiem, he won't find another kill. FNG, two-man impale again, on point with these stunts, allowing Iceberg to get in with another kill. Good grave before the cold feet hits. But I think that's still going to be the end of the Dazzle as FNG needs to deny, but Van's score didn't have enough damage to kill him off. Greedy and Van, they've got free reign of this fight now.
Got Shadow Blade up, but he's rooted, so they still have vision of him, and they're able to bring him down. And Van with another haste rune paying off. He's able to just run through. Requiem doesn't catch him. Bots is out, throws another Remnant, comes back into the fight full HP. Greedy and Van, these two elusive heroes, are working out pretty damn well for them in these scrappy engagements.
And now you look at the CK slipping further and further behind in net worth, even with the Hand of Midas.
Yeah, that is definitely a concerning factor. When the Legion commander is catching up pretty damn quickly to the CK. Legion's 1-4, but he's got a Blink Dagger at 17 minutes. Bottom lane, we got initiation on Z-Talk, CK. Unable to really pick it up though, but on the side, FNG able to find Mystico, and they can't bring him down.
The cold feet hits. Greedy wants in. And with a good hookshot forward, it looks like they'll have the initiation they want. They're able to chase through onto CK. FNG burnt down by Smash. Overwhelming odds damage, too much. Oh, he tries, but he does not succeed. BZZ wanted the Reality Rift into the creeps, but he's still held inside the cogs.
Don't think we need to say anything. You guys can probably hear that right there. They are pretty excited. Greedy just blinks in to try to go for the creep wave. Iceberg is there. So is DK Phobos with the silence. The AA blast clips him and they clean him up.
He really wanted to just wait out the silence, but during nighttime,
yeah,
it lasts for so bloody long.
He'll be building toward that Yule Scepter quite soon now.
So yeah, SF is going to skip the pike, Shadow Blade into BKB, so that's going to be what he uses to deal with the hookshot into cogs.
The BKBs are big items coming out once he gets it versus their lineup. He didn't really have a crazy amount of damage. The lockdown though it's definitely lacking. That was the one thing that we did touch on for Spirit. It's a lot on the Nyx Assassin to get that set up for the Queen of Pain and for the Ember Spirit. He's a super elusive hero, so we'll probably see Iceberg might even go like BKB into like a Bloodthorn / Hex or something. Like I've seen him do that type of build before. Not Hex, maybe like that early, but eventually maybe.
So with the Ember Spirit going into Blink Dagger and not going, Maelstrom or Veil or anything like that.
He's going Yules on Ember, right? Yeah, he's going Yules.
Oh, he switched it to Yules. He had Blink Dagger.
Oh, he did have Blink Dagger queued up. Okay.
Queued up for quite some time.
I like the Yules better. Yeah. Blink is good too to get it. Like the big thing is just getting into that back line. That's what we constantly talked about in the drafting thing.
Yeah, both sides, AA and Dazzle, very susceptible to getting jumped on. Spirit so far haven't had the chances to get onto Mystico though. And there's smoke from Thunder Awaken, the Rocket Flare to try and scout anyone that's farming jungle.
Dude, Mystico still doesn't have boots.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm dead serious.
What does he have?
He's got a magic stick.
10 charges.
Chilling.
He's set for life. That's his retirement fund.
BZZ. They put the ward up.
Oh, there's the Blink Duel. They found Vanscore in the back. The hookshot won't land, but they will secure the kill on the AA. The chase will stop there. They won't follow through in behind the tier 1, but this should secure them an objective. And Spirit.
That was a 5 kill streak too.
That's big.
Yeah, that was nice. Good smoke rotation. Good first reveal of the Legion Commander Blink Dagger.
It was nice by the Clockwork. Rocket Flare's top as they're moving bot to see if anyone's in the dire jungle. Sees there's no one. Where they're going to be? Where are they hiding? Maybe they're here? No, they find a couple. This SF Iceberg sneaks a regen rune under the nose of that Legion Commander.
Those type of kills are like the best though. When you put a ward down, and this is like you're going for like a smoke into a kill into an objective. They get that kill and they go straight into the tower as well. So it's just that's like absolutely picture perfect for Thunder when they don't have great heroes to actually push towers. They have good wave clear with the Queen of Pain and the Ember Spirit and Legion Commander, like to push lanes in quickly and to find opportunities around the map, but not to hit buildings.
And it was kind of scary. Team Spirit was setting up, with 2 heroes, Amplified bot to try and go for the mid-tier 1, but hook shot in with a jump forward remnant. There we go, into the cogs. Ice Blast will land onto Clock, and FNG survives. With a duel there, Smash goes in for the damage. Oh, the CK Phantasm's up, they've killed off Smash. That's a 2-for-1 so far, but this greedy Queen of Pain yules into the air. Might be able to blink away if there's no stuns, no lockdown. And a TP out will succeed.
2-for-1. Leading for Spirit there. Iceberg was trying to set up a Requiem action on that mid lane on the Ember Spirit, but Z-Talk finds the hook shot on the Nix's and then messes down him. Yeah, now they get an objective off of this, so
Team Spirit finally in a position where they're the ones moving. They're the ones playing aggressively, moving into tier 1s and hunting for Dazzle, which DK Phobos nearly finds, but he wants the clockwork, it seems. In onto Z-Talk with the Ice Blast there. He's trapped in a cage of his own design.
They're hitting a huge momentum swing right now when they have this BKB freshly picked up on Iceberg. He hasn't had to use it. They've got fresh full armlet on Nightstalker. His farm actually jumped up super fast this game, same with his levels, and then the armlet as well on the CK. So all of them picking up like very big items at this moment in time.
Nightstalker armlet. Not seen that in a while.
Gives him like a tricore to scale, right? I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, tanks him up against all this magical nuke damage coming in from Thunder as well.
I got nothing wrong with that. If you're playing an offlane Nightstalker with a Nyx Assassin on your team, you have to hit creeps a bit. Like Nyx Assassin is not going to be pushing creep waves out, not too often at least. Like maybe once or twice to just get like an item and finish up an item, but for the most part, he's not going to be showing in those lanes. It's the Nightstalker who's going to be like pushing waves out and actually farming.
Is DK Phobos going to wait around at this remnant? It looks like he is. They see the Ember moving south. And he's very, very quick on his feet.
They're on the prowl, though. Creep camps aren't up, so Van is going to continue moving.
What is that? He's picked up an ultimate orb now. Lincoln Sphere is what the Ember wants. Very defensive build. Yules into Lincolns. Relying a lot on just the skill set from the Ember and the Queen of Pain to deal the damage. I mean, even the Quap is going for a Lincoln Sphere.
They're smoked up. The smoke gets broken, though, right away. So he knows that there's either a Nyx Assassin or somebody invisible in the area. And also the rest of them get broken. Mystico walks up, gets silenced, gets it purged off though. Iceberg commits the BKB, working onto Van. He's not silenced up, Yules up, dodges the Ice Blast.
Oh,
dodges the Requiem as well.
Are you kidding me? Is he out? The Grave is there. The hook shot misses. Van tries to TP away, but the cold feet hits him right on time. DK Phobos hunting again through in past that tier 2. Looking for the clockwork, trying to zone him out. Kill potential seems minimal. Goes in with the punches and the blade mail is there. DK Phobos, are you really going to commit to this? No.
Jesus.
No.
I was like, is there an AA blast coming? I click on AA. I'm like, wait, still got like 10 seconds. Where's he going?
He just really, really wanted the clockwork out of that fight. Well, that was very swift, very decisive from Team Spirit. They saw the Ember, they tracked him back all the way down to the mid lane. And a BKB from that Shadow Feed allowed him just to, waltz into the middle of the fight, not a care in the world. And there you see the net worth swing. A 6k lead from almost nothing for Team Spirit in the past 5 or 6 minutes.
It was a big momentum situation. CK is now level 15, gets that strength talent on his way toward that heart. FNG's got 4-step now to save his teammates and himself from the clockwork. Starting to look a little bit hard for Thunder.
So what's the way out of this? If you don't have great ways of going and hitting towers and kind of putting yourself into this objective-taking position, not even great Roshan taking abilities, as Van will zip himself away. Do you just have to try and smoke and look for a fight, look for a pick-off and convert?
I think playing away from the Shadow Fiend is pretty good right now. That's probably the best bet. Every time they see like if the enemy team showing away from Shadow Fiend, I think they can take fights toward those other heroes because he's the big dealer right now. The one being all the problems with that BKB with that front line. Other than that, buying a gem is always a good option versus the Nyx Assassin. And with like you just got pressed on like very hard. They just push their advantage very intensely. So you're expecting them to put some very aggressive wards. So we'll probably see them grab a gem as soon as Mystico has gold for it. But
he's got boots now.
He just got his boots. He finally just got them. But yeah, I think a gem could do wonders for those setups coming up from Team Spirit, so that Thunder can actually have a chance to come back in this one. And
I guess if you can get the Blink duel and a bunch of that magic damage onto the SF before BKB through Ember and Quap, you blow up that one target.
We got an Aghanims
on SF.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Goodbye, Greedy. 2 supports again. Fogged.
That was just the supports, huh? Oh my goodness, I actually looked away from them for a moment. Nyx is starting to get levels. That mana burn is starting to kick up. They're both at level 14.
You nearly have a full pipe on this AA,
yeah.
Which is honestly pretty ridiculous.
It's pretty damn good versus the Ember and the Queen of Pain, so it's a lot of the damage instances. As we were talking about from Thunder, is a lot of their damage is that magical.
Oh,
gets two-shotted by Iceberg.
Fucking god. A small smash barely
almost
survives.
smashed too.
Okay.
He actually got two-shotted.
46 souls.
That Aghanims, dude, he's got an extra 184 damage from that level 20 boost that he hit.
So I was about to start asking, about the second wave of damage, the heal coming in from the Requiem of Souls. That's all, pretty cool. But just the raw physical damage from the right clicks from those souls, showing off great there.
Yeah.
I've got two heroes hunting in this Radiant jungle as well. DK Phobos and BZZ. Van farming pretty defensively, but pushes up for another wave. If he walks into this, he's dead, silent, stunned, and obliterated. Team Spirit find another juicy kill. Greedy blinks in aggressively to the trees, but FNG maybe has his number. There's the Impale after the Vendetta strike, and they've got the Reality Rift into death.
Oh,
Two
no.
big cores taken out of the game. Only one of them has buyback, and Team Spirit in a great position to push high ground.
Oh, Thunder's crumbling. Team Spirit, as soon as they got that BKB on the Shadow Fiend and they started grouping up, getting like levels and everybody just playing around each other, it's becoming like so much harder for Thunder to actually take those type of engagements. This Shadow Fiend is just so fat. I mean, it's 27 minutes, he's got 310 CS, 8 Tornate. Absolutely massive.
And now he wants them to run at him. He wants them to get the CK because he's invis, he's got Requiem. He'll maybe wind it up here. He turns to just right-click into smash and he's gone. See ya, buddy. The hook shot looks good. Traps one in the cogs, but they've lost so many already. They don't have the damage, they don't have the lockdown, and they cannot defend their barracks because Van is obliterated, sent into oblivion. The flames do not keep him alive.
Well then, low armor Ember hero versus Chaos Knight with the minus armor from Reality Rift, you get chunked down. And then the Requiem, or not the Requiem, the Presence of the Dark Lord as well. Like all that minus armor puts him at negative portions, so you take that huge extra percentage.
That's a dieback as well.
Yeah, and it was it really dieback? Wait, he buy? Oh, he did buy back. You're right. Oh my goodness.
Because the Queen of Pain didn't, and he felt that he had to buy back to defend that mid-rax.
Yeah. That is extremely problematic.
Easy Roshan now for Team Spirit. Is it BZZ? Does he have the heart done? I see a lot of HP bars. Yeah, he's got the full heart of Tarask. He's the armlet permanently on. You just know, right?
You see the tickers. You see the 1,000 mark tickers.
Yeah.
He's got 4 of them.
All of a sudden, he has got many HP.
I used to actually switch those tickers a lot when I used to play. I'd always like switch the amount that it was. Console command.
What's like 500?
Yeah. Well, when I play Axe, you get the Pulling Blade.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Top lane Smash again just gets decimated as soon as he gets spotted out, and the sad trombones are starting to come out. Thunder's feeling it pretty sad, especially when Iceberg is in their base at tier 4 is by himself.
No.
Look at his positioning.
He's still got BKB, right? He's still fine.
Dude, he's just taunting them.
Aegis BKB ready, turns to fight Van. The Yule Scepter's there. But I don't know what they can do about this at all. Iceberg BKBs and turns around. They need an earn charge, and he will be given one. But there's the Phantasm with an extra illusion in onto the tier 3. Good luck. Good luck, Thunder Awaken. Good luck. Because you need every ounce of it. 5 heroes alive in 3 seconds. They'll have the Blink Duel. They'll have the Queen of Pain. Regen up, but the racks are falling and their base is being destroyed. Good carapace again from FNG. Stop smash going in, but hook shot forward. Clockwork dead. Iceberg loses the Aegis though. They'll come back alive. This Ice Blast is making absolute chaos. Thunder Awaken as Greedy's forced back to the shrine. Van also has to retreat. And they are just being whittled away at here by Team Spirit. Oh, good move from Van.
Unable to find anybody. Now he gets Reality Rifted. Seatalk gets Reality Rifted, stunned up, dead instantly. Greedy commits in for the Nyx Assassin, but he's going to pay with his life for this. The Yule Scepter, though, still probably going to die. Lance gets silenced.
Has a buyback and will likely be forced to use it. There's the Queen of Pain. FNG also uses his. Wants to try and secure this game. Make sure that it is dead and buried.
Yeah, it's almost 30,000 gold lead. Shadow Fiend is flexing a net worth of over 20k as well. Full Butterfly finished up on top of that. Aghanim's BKB Shadow Blade, almost level 25 as well. Now they can claim some shrines if they want to, slow the pace down a little bit.
FNG brought back to shove the bot wave, gets that one closer to the tier 2. Nice Stalker will cut the creeps as well.
Yeah.
Just one lane remains.
They're setting up for that last one.
And that really does feel like the only lifeline that Thunder Awaken has is defending this final lane of racks. Maybe a smoke wraparound, maybe something to try and get in behind Team Spirit, which is what they're scouting for now. A scan and a Shadow Fiend, both waiting on the ramp there to see if there's anyone looping in. Try and find a sneaky initiation. But what is this, an almost 30,000 net worth lead?
Yeah, it's grim. They're all sitting in their base. They're going to go for what, Desperation Smoke? It's looking like it. Yeah. They're like, all right, let's try to fight on our own accord. Pick up your last items. This is go time. Either we prolong the game here and we try to take it longer, or we lose.
That's a cool TP. Van's like, I'm TPing here to clear the wave. There's no one behind me, I promise.
Iceberg pinged them out already. He's pinging on top of where Z-Talk was, and he hasn't even revealed the smoke. He's like, dude, they're definitely here. The two side lanes are pushing in. This Ember's baiting us. They all back up. Very good patience coming out from Team Spirit. Not trying to fall for that type of trap, even if they're 30k ahead.
Yeah. FNG can just move forward. Invis. It's not Vendetta, right? That's just an Invis rune. Yeah, he doesn't have the extra movement speed. So he will have the Vendetta afterwards. And Thunder Awaken back into their base. They have to clear out these creeps, pushing him to tier 4s.
As soon as Team Spirit hits that last base tower, it's gonna be like it's gonna be so hard for Thunder to really even try to defend this.
Phantasm's back up again,
and he's got Manta, and he's level 20, so he gets that extra stats. So he's sitting at 4,400 life. And now they're starting to pick up the auras, the rest of them. Fan score gets the Dominator, picks up a Satyr. Pipe as well was finished up quite a while ago. And it's go time. FNG, when he bought back, he also picked up a gem, so getting rid of all those sentry wards that are placed outside the base.
This is the problem. Van just doesn't have the damage. Yeah. Blade Mail, Yules, Lincoln has a pipe dream. Tries to slide down these creeps. Iceberg.
He tickles, dude. Van actually doesn't even hurt them here. Oh, he gets another illusion proc.
The RNG's blessing them today. They try to clear through it. Good Yules from the Queen of Pain. Keeps her alive for now. But the Ice Blast, oh! Demolished.
No buyback.
Get out of my game, and the jump forward. Down goes Mystico. Van will likely follow. Good Remnant back, but it's GG. They tap out, and Team Spirit will be progressing to the lower bracket final to face SG Esports.
Pretty good early game from Thunder, but that was kind of, we expected a bit because they're playing the Ember and the Queen of Pain early game. So this heavy magic damage is super powerful in those early kind of skirmishes when you're not playing versus a lot of stunts. You're very elusive, you can run around, you can get those type of pickoffs, but it's that point where it's the 5-man. You look at Team Spirit's 5-man lineup, and they're actually, once they get online and they go to the tower, they can straight up just siege it. You look at Thunder's, there's a lot more split push, find pickoffs with that Ember Spirit, with that Queen of Pain, with Clockwork. Like, they're all trying to...
guerrilla tactics, basically.
Exactly.
You jump in, you jump out, you find a pick here, you move to sort of consolidate that lead and get a tower. But
it's very hard to play with these two heroes on the same team. It's a big reason why we don't really see Ember and Quap always play together. You can snowball, you can make it work, but when you're playing versus Shadow Fiend and CK, I think these heroes are just a lot stronger in general, and I think we said it a bit also. Team Spirit is definitely just a better coordinated and cohesive team.
Iceberg, an absolute monster.
Yeah.
What we've seen is Shadow Fiend, his Mirana, his Storm. This tournament, he has been performing incredibly well. Fair enough, he's got FNG sitting mid lane to help him out for the first couple of waves, but
he's got his best friend there, just not babying him. It's great.
It's not just about the first 2 minutes, though, right? He makes amazing decisions all the way through. You mentioned bot lane, when he was pinging the Clockwork, saying they're baiting us, they're here, they're ready for us. When we saw his Storm earlier today, he was literally jumping in 1v4 to bait ultimates, just saying, I can give my life here, I'll respawn with Bloodstone, I'll be back in the fight later. Yep. You guys, you'll clean up, don't worry.
Very good understanding of the game, and FNG was talking about it yesterday too. Like he's a person who's played with a lot, he's captained a lot of different teams too, and he knows what he wants to do to win a game. It's not like he's just playing, he's like, all right, this hero's good for this hero's good for this. What do we need to do to actually win the game? And this type of draft, that's a game-winning draft. Shadow Fiend CK going to later stages of the game. It just gets harder and harder for Thunder to do anything.
We'll take a break. We're back soon with SG Sports versus Team Spirit.